Thank you so much if you've watched my Phantom Fail video. Phantom Fail, 5 rookie mistakes I made and what I learned from them. Thanks for all the comments. Even if you were calling me a blowhard, douchebag, asshole that doesn't know anything, I still appreciate you taking the time to tell me so. That was really sweet of you. Here are 5 tips for shooting better footage, because to fly this thing is one thing. To shoot footage that you can actually make a good video out of, that you can collaborate with people and they can get really stoked about, that's an entirely different beast. Tip number 1, shoot long, steady shots. Position yourself so your shots are as long as possible, as steady as possible, and really have, for the most part, as little movement as possible. Because I guarantee when you get back in your editing room, when you've imported your footage, you're gonna wish that your shot was either a little longer or a little steadier. I never wish, oh God, I wish I hadn't wasted so much time on that. This was such a short shot. No, I'm always wishing, I wish this was a little longer and I hadn't goofed around, you know, spinning around and swooping really quickly, because it doesn't look good. Tip number 2, shoot for 10 seconds longer than you think you need to. You've got your shot, look at your watch and think 10 seconds more. I guarantee you're going to be so happy that you have more footage to work with, that you allowed more time for that one certain aspect to enter the frame, or one perspective to just play out a little longer. In the moment, time is flying by and it really moves quickly, but once you get that footage into your computer, you're really gonna wish you had held that shot for just a little longer. So keep in your mind, 10 more seconds. Tip number 3, practice your lines. Now this shot, I'm using this shot as an example because I had to practice this shot several times before I got a usable take, that I didn't have to adjust, that was nice and steady, very fluid. So if you know you want a particular shot, don't just fly around willy-nilly, and you might happen to capture something that's really neat, very dynamic, that you can work with. Practice, just like any other cameraman would practice the different shots if they were filming a movie or something like that. So practice, 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 decide on your line and go for it several times and shoot several attempts at it. And I guarantee you're gonna be a lot happier than if you just go for it once. Tip number 4, low and slow, baby. Low and slow. Everybody wants to shoot the super high 500, 900 foot aerial shot that's just gonna blow everybody's mind. That's great, but do not underestimate the power of a very low shot, shot very steadily, very slowly. You're gonna be able to shoot angles and over objects that a cameraman just wouldn't be able to do it, that a boom just wouldn't be able to do it. You're also gonna have a lot more control, you're gonna have less wind turbulence and all these other factors that can really goof up your shot. If it's low and slow and it's relatively close to you, when I'm shooting this shot here, I am 1 foot behind the Phantom, I'm in complete control, and I get these smooth as silk, buttery, low, slow shots, and tell you what, my client loved it. Alright, here's my 5th tip for this video. Work with the wind, not against it. I shot this for a client that was doing a video for an app. And they needed a shot of Santa Monica Pier. Well, when I got there, it was windy as shit. The wind was ripping. I knew if I worked against the wind, if I fought the wind, I was not going to be able to get the shots that I needed for this job. I worked with the wind, so I set myself up fighting against the very powerful winds coming off the ocean. I flew beyond and then let the wind drift it. So I put it in manual mode and let the wind guide it, push it. So when you get to your shoot site, really understand what the wind's doing. Alright, those are my 5 tips. Thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, sharing. I put up Phantom videos, GoPro videos, travel videos, Burning Man videos on the regular. So look for more and yeah, stay tuned. Happy flying, and you're awesome.
Lesson number 3, you need to land straight down. You need to descend straight down. Do not try to land when you're coming in at an angle when you have forward momentum. It's not gonna work.